Imagine this. You're a 23-year-old kid, fresh out of the academy, badge shining like a promise of heroism. 7 months on the job, and you're itching to prove you're the real deal. But in one split-second assumption, you slam a man against a car hood, and when he flashes his ID, it's not a criminal. It's a judge. A black judge who just fought for justice all day. And now, you're staring down a $10 million lawsuit that torches your career, your dreams, and exposes a rotten underbelly in American policing. This isn't fiction. This is Philadelphia, March 2025. And it starts with a hoodie on a chilly evening. Buckle up, because what happens next will make you question every traffic stop you've ever seen. Hit that like button if you're already hooked, and let's dive in. Meet Dylan Mercer. At 23, he's the epitome of rookie fire, broad-shouldered, crew-cut, eyes burning with that protect and serve zeal. His dad, a retired cop, drilled into him since Little League. Dylan's family? Blue blood through and through. Dad's pension paid for his academy tuition. Mom baked cookies for precinct potlucks. Son, Dad said on graduation day, hugging him tight, "You're gonna make us proud. Change the world, one caller at a time." Dylan believed it. Hell, he lived it. Patrolling North Philly's gritty streets, he pulled over speeders, broke up fights, felt invincible in his crisp uniform. But on March 12, 2025, around 7 p.m., invincibility cracks. The sun dips low over Parkside Residences, a quiet complex near the courthouse. Shadows stretch like warnings across the parking lot. Enter Judge Donovan Price, 44, sharp as a scalpel, with a salt and pepper beard that screams quiet authority. Donovan's no stranger to long nights. As a Superior Court judge, he spent 20 hours drafting an opinion on police misconduct cases. Ironic, right? He's in civvies. Black hoodie zipped against the chill, blue jeans faded from too many father-son baseball games, sneakers scuffed from pacing his chambers. In his wallet? A judicial badge that's silenced tougher rooms than any street corner. Donovan unlocks his silver Mercedes, a modest reward for 15 years clawing up from public defender to the bench, raising 2 kids on a salary that barely covers braces and college funds. His wife, Elena, texts him, "Hurry home, hero. Pasta's waiting. Love you." He smiles, exhausted but alive with purpose. That's when Dylan's patrol car rolls in, tires crunching gravel like a predator's growl. Dylan spots the Mercedes first. "Fancy ride for this neighborhood," he mutters, radio crackling with boredom. Then he sees Donovan, hoodie up, hands in pockets, moving deliberate. In Dylan's mind? Suspicious. Stats flash unbidden. Philly's crime blotter, endless training vids on high-risk profiles. He doesn't see a judge. He sees a threat. Heart pounding, part adrenaline, part that nagging rookie itch to do something. Dylan leaps out. "Sir." Step away from the vehicle. "Whose car is this?" Dylan's voice booms, hand hovering near his holster. Bodycam's red light blinks on, capturing every word. Donovan freezes, turns slow. "It's mine. Just heading home after a long day." Dylan's joy tightens. "People like you don't usually drive something like this." "ID, now." The air thickens. Donovan's eyes narrow. He's heard this tune before, back when he was defending clients who looked wrong. But tonight? He's bone-tired, thinking of his daughter Mia's school play tomorrow. "Officer, I just wrapped 20 hours at work. No violation here. I'm not handing over my license." Refusing to comply? That's obstruction. Dylan's pulse races. This is it, his chance to show control. He steps closer, radio hand twitching. Donovan sighs, deep and weary. "I'm doing this right. Here's my judicial ID." He reaches slow, deliberate, like defusing a bomb. Dylan's trained on furtive movements. Panic spikes. "Hands where I can see 'em." In a blur, too fast for thought, he grabs Donovan's arm, twists it behind his back, slams him hood first against the Mercedes. Metal dents with a sickening thud. Donovan grunts, cheeks scraping chrome. "What the officer? Stand down." The body cam catches it all. Dylan's knee in Donovan's back, the judge's calm voice cracking with shock. Bystanders peek from windows, phones out. Dylan's breathing heavy. "You resisted." Stay down. But Donovan? He's not breaking. Pain shoots through his shoulder, a twinge from an old case file lift, but fire ignites in his gut. This isn't just him. It's every client he's freed from cuffs, every kid in his courtroom pleading, "I didn't do it." With Dylan's grip loosening a fraction, Donovan twists free just enough. Enough. He yanks his wallet, badge glinting under sodium lights like a supernova. Judge Donovan Price, Superior Court of Pennsylvania. Get off me. Dylan stumbles back, face straining white. The badge, gold embossed, unmistakable, hits like a gut punch. Judge? Sir, I didn't know you didn't ask. Donovan straightens his hoodie, voice steel despite the tremor. Bruise blooming on his cheek, but his stance? Unbreakable. You assumed. Based on what? My skin? My clothes? This is racial profiling on tape. Badge number. Dylan mumbles it, world spinning. Sirens wail distant. His call for backup, now a noose. Moments later, Sergeant Holloway screeches in, face thunderous. He sees the badge, the dent, the frozen rookie. Mercer in the car. Now. To Donovan, Your Honor, my deepest apologies. This won't stand. Donovan nods, eyes locked on Dylan slinking away. It better not. Because tomorrow? This goes higher than you. He slides into his Mercedes, engine roaring to life. But as taillights fade, tears sting, not for the pain, but for Mia, who'll ask tomorrow, "Daddy, why the mark on your face?" And for a system he swore to fix, now bleeding on his own watch. Twist one. That body cam? It's gold. Every assumption, every slam, crystal clear. But Dylan's night? Just beginning. Back at the station, coffee turns to ash in his mouth. Dad calls. Heard about a stop gone south. You good, son? Dylan lies, yeah, pop routine. But sleep? It flees like a perp. Dawn breaks over Philly like a verdict. Donovan doesn't sleep. Elena wakes to his pacing, wraps arms around him. Babe, the kids. Their son Jamal, 12, idolizes his dad, dreams of law school, not fearing badges. We fight this, Elena whispers, fierce as her immigrant roots. For them. Donovan nods, kisses her forehead. By 8 a.m., he's in chambers, phone buzzing, reporters, colleagues, the mayor's office. But he skips the calls. Files a formal complaint instead, straight to internal affairs, CC to the DOJ. Unlawful seizure. Racial bias. Enough. Cut to Dylan. Locker room echoes empty. Holloway hauls him in, body cam footage looping on a screen like a horror reel. You slammed a judge, Mercer. On private property. No probable cause. Terry versus Ohio? You violated it 6 ways to Sunday. Dylan's stomach drops. His file? Not pristine. 3 prior stops. All people of color, all dismissed complaints chalked up to overzealous training. Understaffed academy, 12 weeks rushed, bias modules skimmed. I thought he was stealing it, Sarge. The car didn't match. Holloway's eyes bore in, match what? Your stereotypes. Dylan crumples. Calls mom, voice breaking. Ma, I messed up bad. She chokes back sobs. The same woman who volunteered at precinct fundraisers, now whispering prayers for her boy's soul. Word spreads like Philly wildfire. Protests flicker outside City Hall. Hashtag justice for judges morphs to hashtag everyday stops. Stats hit the news. 2025 DOJ report. Black Philadelphians 3.5x more likely to be stopped, 70% without cause. Quotes from experts. This isn't rogue. It's systemic, says NAACP's legal chair. Donovan? He sues. Not for ego, for Elijah, the teen he sentenced to community service last year, who whispered post-hearing, "Thanks, Judge. Nobody ever believes us." 6 weeks in, federal courthouse, Donovan's suit drops like a bomb. Defendants: Dylan, Holloway, the city. Claims? 4th Amendment gutted, illegal detention, 14th shredded, equal protection denied, plus emotional distress that left Donovan flashing back mid-trial, voice faltering on witness stands. Discovery unearths gold. Dylan's text to buddies. Another shady one down tonight, and Academy emails admitting bias training underfunded. Deposition day, Dylan's in a suit too tight, sweat beading. City's lawyer grills. Officer, was the hoodie illegal? No. The Mercedes? No. Then why the stop? Silence stretches eternal. Donovan's attorney pounces, because he was black, walking confident in a nice car. Admit it. Dylan whispers, I profiled. The room stills. Outside, Elena squeezes Donovan's hand. Their first real date was a protest march, love forged in struggle. Twist 2, the city panics. Jury pool? Half black, all Philly tough. Polls show 62% support for reform, Pew, 2025. Settlement talks heat. Donovan's team demands $10 million. Not greed, but a number that screams never again. Reforms attached, mandatory bias psych evals for rookies, civilian oversight on stops, 18-month mentorships. City box, too high. Donovan's quote leaked to press. What's a father's peace worth when his son's afraid of blue lights? Name it. 8 months grind by. Dylan suspended without pay. Dad's hospital bills piling. Heart attack from stress. Irony biting deep. He volunteers at a youth center, chasing redemption. But ghosts haunt. What if I'd just asked? Donovan coaches Jamal's Little League, badge tucked away, but fire undimmed. November 2025, gavel falls in chambers, not court. Settlement sealed. $10 million to Donovan. $5 million for pain. $5 million funneled to a legal aid fund for stop victims. Dylan? Fired that day. Termination letter Sears. Racial profiling. Unconstitutional force. Certification revoked. Added to the National Decertification Index. No badge ever. He packs his locker, mom's tears soaking his shoulder. Son, learn from it. Be better. Dylan nods, whispers, I will, Ma. For you. For everyone I hurt. But here's the uplift. Dylan doesn't vanish. He enrolls in community college, criminal justice reform track. Mentors at-risk kids. I was the bad guy once. Don't be. His story? TEDx invite pending, a raw tale of fall and fragile rise. Donovan? Back on the bench, stronger. Staff applauds his entrance, rare thunder for a quiet man. He gavels in, voice resonant. I didn't sue for me. For the voiceless who hoodie up and pray. We fixed one crack today. Now let's shatter the wall. Elena beams from the gallery. Mia draws him as a superhero cape flowing from his robe. Jamal? Eyes on Harvard Law, whispering, Dad showed me how. Ripples spread, Philly PD's rookie program revamped. 40% drop in unjust stops by Q4, department stats. National echo, DOJ probes similar cases, bills in Congress for badge cams nationwide. Real-world proof? A 2025 study, Rand Corp won high-profile suit like this cuts bias incidents 25% citywide. Triumph isn't vengeance, it's velocity, pushing justice faster. This tale? A mirror to America's soul. One rookie's blind spot ignited a blaze that burned bad habits and birthed better ones. Donovan's bruise healed. Dylan's scar? A teacher. In a world of quick judgments, remember, under every hoodie beats a story worth hearing. Fight not with fists, but facts. Know your rights. They might save you or someone you love. Be the change Philly became, informed, empowered, unbreakable. If this fired you up, smash that like. It fuels stories like this. Drop in comments, ever faced a bad stop? What's one reform you'd demand? Share this with a friend who needs the reminder, because shares spark change. Subscribe, hit the bell. Next week, the nurse who sued her hospital for $20 million after a deadly shift mix-up. Justice waits for no one. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant. Peace.